G'day, I'm Steve Hay. This is Woodworking Masterclass. Welcome to the workshop. This is an extended excerpt from a longer video I'm doing on making an oblique shooting board for hand planes. It's how to do edge banding just using hand tools. Nothing fancy, nothing flash, but how you can end up with a really nice result such as that, which covers unsightly scenes such as that. I hope you enjoy the video. I look forward to your comments. What I'm going to do is I've cut some veneer strips. I'm going to veneer the edge of this so we don't see the plywood. One for that side, and then one for there, and one for the top. I'll put the two sideboards on first. I see a lot of people on YouTube now and they're going, oh, don't use too much glue because you don't want squeeze out. Well, I'm old school, I like squeeze out. I would prefer to clean off excess glue and know I've got good coverage, then not have to clean it off and have the bit fall apart. And what I'm doing here is what they call double gluing. So I'm putting glue on both surfaces. A lot of glues say put it only on one surface, and there are some glues which I agree with, but with PVAs or wood glues, no, I like to put it on both surfaces. Thanks very much. Yeah, we'll put it on this one as well. Let me just put a couple of cords here. Believe me, that took a lot longer than what you just saw. Now I'll just take the excess glue off. Okay. All right, I'm just going to put that over here. All right, here we go. This should be dry by now, I'm hoping. We can take this off. Now we've got veneer on the sides. I've still got to put veneer on the edge here, but let's clean this up first. First thing, you could use a hand plane, such as a block plane. Let me get a block plane out. Actually, I'm doing this with H&T Gordon, so I'll use palm smoother. And as you can see, I'm getting little shavings. Not sure if this one's maybe a little bit more aggressive. There we go. Ouch. We're getting good shavings out of that. What you want to be mindful of is not putting your blade into the other surface. So I have mine a little bit of a canter to it. And there you go. That one's nice and smooth. I'll do the other one. Let's have a look and see what the grain's doing. It's just cranky as all get up, so we'll go this way. The other way, if I wasn't going to plane it, what I'd do is use a knife, and instead of having it up, just tilt it over a little bit so it's not dead center, and then score with a knife all the way down. This is going to be quicker. But I don't know if this is much fun. Okay, and then off that comes, we can just run a plane up there a little bit if you want. Use this one. A bit of 120 or 150. I'm using the hard side of a sanding block. So you've got a soft side and a hard side. These you've got to put on yourself, because when you buy a sanding block, it's all cork. Like this one here. It's all cork. So I cut a little bit off and then put some plywood on it. And the reason for that is I want a hard surface. So I'm going to stretch this over the block. And again, a little bit of an oblique angle. So I'm not going straight up and down like that. And it doesn't take very much. And there we have it. And then down this side. And we've got quite a nice join there. I'll just cut these other ones off. I'll cut one off and I'll plane one off. Or you could, if you didn't have any of these, you could just sand it off. Alright, this one I'll plane off. Just to show you, it can be done, it doesn't matter which method you decide. You could use a bigger plane. Let's use this one if you want. The reason I don't like using the bigger plane is because I can't really see what I'm planing because it's too wide. But it will work, as you can see. I'm going to finish it off with this one though. That's just about flat. So I'll get this block. And the reason I'm using, as I said before, a hard surface is I want this to be flat. If I use the cork section, what can happen is if I've got a hard piece of timber here and I'm doing this, it will actually bend into the cork, so it won't give me a dead flat finish. But once it's all flat, then you can go back to the softer side. And just knock an arrow off of there. Turn this one around. Arrow off of there. Okay, now I'll just get a bit of 240 and just lightly. Be careful if you do this, because if there's any stray bits of timber poking up, they will bite you. That's why it's very important that you make sure it's completely flat before you sand these edges like this. All right, so that's nicely veneered, nice and smooth on the corners. So I'm just cutting these little bits here off. And what I do is I cut through on the part nearest me first, and then I cut the whole lot. That way I'm not going to get any splinters coming out of this corner. All right, so I've got my clamper set up. I'll just roughly check that. That's about there. So now we'll glue that on. Nip that up. Make sure I've got some out the bottom. Yep, which I do. All right. We'll leave that to dry. And then we'll get back into it, which will be tomorrow, because it's now 6 o'clock at night. All right, next day. You can tell, different coloured shirt. We'll take this out, clean this one up, and I'm not going to worry about that one until I've finished it, but this will give you an understanding of how you can edge band just using hand tools without anything flash or fancy. Okay, what I'm going to do first is knock these ends off here, and as I did before, I cut the piece closest to me, bring it up a little bit, it gives it a bit of an edge. There we go. Then I'll work my way down. Same on this side. Closest to me first. And I'll grab a palm smoother. As I showed you, you could use a knife if you want. Personally, I prefer a plane. So we won't mess around, we'll just do it. Okay, that's pretty close to being where I want it. Do the other side. Grab a bit more 120, back to the sanding block, stretch it over the hard part of the sanding block, hold it on a little bit of an angle, a little bit coming over here. And the other side. Don't go too hard, because don't forget this is only veneer. But you should have enough to do what you need to do on the corners. Round them over a little bit. And what have we got here? A bit of 240. And there you have it. Edge banding with hand tools. Very, very easy, very, very quick. Nothing special required. Ordinary PVA glue. In fact, I was using Type Bond Original, but you could use whatever your favourite PV glue is. And you can start dressing up pieces of plywood, pieces of MDF or pieces of chipboard with veneer. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and you stick around for the full video on making the oblique shooting board. Till then, this is Steve pulling the shed door down, saying remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe. Be kind to each other, look after yourself, and I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench very, very soon. God bless. Bye for now.